My name is Anthony Oakes.
And as always, I am Patrice DeVoe. And welcome to the Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice.
It's a revolution.
What is the Black Think Tank? We really just wanted to create a space where we could, discuss tips with Black content creators and providers and consumers of Black content. Produce our own film, on our own start on a film, goodness about Black content. That's what we want.
Welcome to the Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice.
Don't you just love Tuesdays? Oh my God, 2021. I saw something online that said 2020 went home and put a wig on and came back. It's giving very much deja vu. Listen,
We're storming the Capitol.
It's a revolution. We're 12 days in now. Listen, how you doing over there? How you doing over there?
Yo, I'm doing well. I don't know. This weekend was kind of tough for me. You know what I'm saying? Just mentally, it's just overwhelming. Everything is so overwhelming.
Negative COVID results for you, and we're going to send our prayers to the sick and shut in of our team who, unfortunately did test positive.
Definitely.
And it's all the right things, quarantine and etc. We miss you. We love you.
So I get it. I understand. It's crazy. It's bananas. All this craziness at the Capitol going on, and this weekend, this upcoming weekend, these people are coming back. I don't know.
It ain't white enough. It ain't white. Listen, they coming right.
It's not white enough. Yo, but
no fly list be damned. They gonna listen. We're storming the Capitol. It's actually insurrections planned all over the states at certain capitals. I even saw it was one that's supposed to be scheduled for here in Virginia. So it is what it is. I've always said shit gonna get worse before it get better. So I'm just over here looks like we're right on schedule.
I don't even want to go any further without bringing on
the squad.
Yo, what's good, squaddy?
What's going on?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
How
y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Hey, we here at the DMV. We gotta stick together.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Y'all are right in the thick of it. The most is happening for me. I've been watching from the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. I've been watching what's going on. I've seen the helicopters, the choppers, from the National Guard going from Fort Lee, Virginia to DC. But y'all are in the thick of it.
Girl, no, we ain't. We are across the bridge. They are not coming east of the river. We're a little bit too far. They're not going to come here.
They're not coming to Southeast? What?
They ain't coming to Southeast.
They're in Southeast now. That's part of what? Southeast was that part of Northwest, the capital?
Capital sits right in this. Well, it doesn't say in the direct center of the city, but the idea of it is it's supposed to be the separation between Southeast, West, Northeast, Northwest, that in the middle of those quadrants.
Yeah.
So that being said, they didn't hit the Southeast quadrant, they hit the Southwest quadrant.
It's like my grandma used to say, you might be crazy, but you ain't stupid.
Yeah. So, but my office for my massage is actually probably a mile away. So I've been bringing my computer home and my iPad. Now I'm still like near Barracks Row. I don't think they come up that far even, but you never know.
But then I mean, and then once you start crossing over. Well, who knows? Anyway. They're big and bad, but they don't even really know how to riot. They still know phones. They ain't write their names on nothing.
They stole phones. They stole laptops. Someone took a bowel movement in the halls and spread it and slid it. They did the most.
Oh yeah,
they know how to riot. I believe
they really thought they were gonna come and do this, and then hop on a flight and go back home and go back to work.
No, they did. That's not
really like that is their privilege. They really thought they were gonna be like, oh, okay, call the baby
for the market for their ass. They were not expecting that no flies. They were not expecting no fly list at all.
They were gagging at that airport. Let me tell you. Oh my God.
I'm watching this like I love this song. I love DJ play it again.
These are the same citizens who probably were like who voted for the no fly, the Muslim ban. And the
that's what I don't get. Anyway, all the stuff that they're doing. You have your man here, right? Who is what they call him, the QAnon shaman. You see this guy? You see this guy, right? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The horns and the. How can you not going to get caught?
Character. That's what he looked like. He looks like Vince McMahon is going to come and introduce him. And
how did you think that you did that knowing you would be recognized, and now he's in jail talking about. I can only have organic food.
And the judge granted it.
Well, the audacity never ceases to amaze me.
They also granted my uncle some halal meals he didn't get.
The next episode, our next segment is the caucasity audacity. Patrice, you go ahead and get that ready because like the examples are many. The examples are here. So this is a donation. This is a donation-based show, y'all. We have an amazing show today. She More Funny comedy group is on here. They are bananas. I've seen all of these women. They're all hilariously funny. And we're going to bless them for being on the show today. So I need you to go into your pockets. Go into those stimulus pockets. Those pockets have been stimulated. Oh, praise Beyonce. And it's hashtag.
Don't make me go to the word. Don't make me go to the word.
Hashtag the Black Think Tank. Give and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Shall men give into Patrice bosoms?
Listen, we need to make sure that Black women are not the least protected, most disrespected and underpaid citizens of this planet. So where the money resides. Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
We're gonna have to get him on here. We're gonna have to get him on tonight.
Where the money resides. And shout out to Yogalanda, who is the new who's the acting head of the Capitol Police Force. Yogalanda, who went to Morgan State. Black woman who is the acting head of the Capitol Police Force after the resignation of the former head of the Capitol Police Force. We'll see what kind of respect Yogalanda receives out there from these folks, because it's interesting, to say the least.
Well, I know we're gonna get it. Oh no, I mean to cut you off. Hey, what do you want to say?
I was out there today. They were putting the fences up, so fences up all around the mall. Police presence is there. I haven't felt safer. I mean, they got these vagrants coming into our city just doing it. I don't understand this. I mean, please check a passport before you let people in the city.
But I was going to say, even in these times, we are always focusing on ourselves and on bettering ourselves in our community. And we do that mainly through cooperative economics. So we always want to do what?
Black Business Charter.
Black Business Charter. Black Business Charter. Hey. Welcome to the Black Business Shout Out with Tracie Turnipseed. Support your black businesses.
Hey, so today we have a great business. We have an adult toy store. It is owned by Tony and Shani Heart's Desires. It's located in the DMV, and it's also an online store because of COVID. You can always go online to get your different toys and your needs and your stuff. They have products. They have products.
Your face just lit up just now. And your needs and stuff.
I was looking through their product line. There's Tony and Shani there. They sell CBD products. They sell lingerie, female desire pills. They sell lingerie for curvy and regular skinny winnies. Take it all. Slim fix, I guess you could say. They have a lot of bondage and fetish, and I believe if you look at their main picture, Tony's sitting there with some handcuffs on. Yes. And then Shani also developed CBD vaginal stimulants. So you might want to check that out. 500 milligrams of isolate tincture, some stuff. There you go. For your vagina to ensure the moistness, just in case you're not getting that. And then if you're not getting that, there's like therapists and stuff and people you can talk to. So they want this to be a completely sensual experience. So she's also a sex therapist. So when you call their shop, like I said, it's safe sex products. So you're not going to go on there and see something that could dismember you. You might lose a nipple or anything. Like the man on the Capitol died. It's not funny when he electrocuted himself with a taser on his testicles.
Talking about great balls of fire.
Yeah.
Great ball of fire.
Gracious. Goodness gracious, it's a fire.
I'm just like
Yeah.
So, if you know more about this sex toy shop, you can go to heartsdesires.com, order your sexual toys and desires and needs on live. And there's also, make sure you check out the For Him section. And there's also a good blog that talks about stuff that men can do to sexually stimulate themselves with sex toys. And they talk about how women have no problem putting out their vibrators, but men get a little weird getting freaky with.
I mean, if it's any indication of what Haywood is looking like totally weird. It just totally got weird. And then
just Haywood's face alone. Like, listen, just his face alone.
I tried to have a sex toy, but she wouldn't let me hire her.
And I'm gonna exit solo layout. I'm gonna go ahead and pull on out of that. Yo, y'all are crazy. Yo, but we always love to support Black businesses. I mean, so while we're even talking about that, oh please, let's give this sponsor their love. And who is it?
Gotta pay these bills.
Buy Black Main Street.
Buy Black Main Street. You want to support Black businesses? Buy Black Main Street is a Black business directory with everything you need, from grocery items to women's clothing, toys, games, lipsticks, hot sauce. We even have men's undergarments. You name it, we have it. You can pre-order for the holidays. Right now, business owners, you can upgrade to a premium listing for 75% off with the code BUYBLACK20. So head on over to Buy Black Main Street and get listed today. www.buyblackmainstreet.com. We have it all. Jams, jellies, potatoes, yams, greens, candles. We have it all for you. Please go to buyblackmainstreet.com. Again, for Black businesses support, we have it all. Hats, we have it all. Garments, we have it all. Anything you're looking for, Buy Black Main Street. Go to www.buyblackmainstreet.com. Buy Black Main Street.
Hot sauce,
it get me every time, and I know it's coming, and even it's still every time hot sauce gets.
Before, like we always love to support Black businesses, y'all, especially during this time. And we love y'all. Black History Month is coming up, y'all. Our short little month, our 28 days. 28 days we get to celebrate our history, but we at Black Think Tank, we celebrate history every Tuesday, child. And how we do it?
Black history, Black herstory. You have to know where you're from to know where you're going. Uncle Historian Haywood.
Hey, what's happening, everyone? Thanks for tuning in, Black Think Tank, and thanks for tuning into this moment. Today we're going to be talking about Reconstruction. Reconstruction is the moment between the Civil War and the Civil Rights Movement when the Voting Rights Act was signed. So the Civil War ended in 1865. Voting Rights Act was signed in 1965. So this is a 100-year period where Black people were disenfranchised. So what I want to talk about during this time is how it officially went from 1865 to 1877. Senators were elected, representatives were elected. Black people started making forward movement out of Reconstruction. You have Tulsa, the Greenwood section in Tulsa. You have Rosewood. You have places in North Carolina. As a matter of fact, the school system as it is in North Carolina, where it is a public school system, was actually brought forth by some of those representatives who wanted to ensure that their children were educated. But the people in the movement, we talk about men, and we talk about how men were given the right to vote. But at this time, Black women in particular were a big, big, big part of the Reconstruction movement. At this time, African American women actually became politically involved, establishing civic improvement leagues, fighting for the abolition of child labor, the involvement in prohibition, and the pursuit of educational rights for women, and critically, women's suffrage. During this time, you have women who come into the public eye, like Nannie Helen Burroughs, Septima Poinsetta Clark. Harriet Tubman was still making moves at this time. Not only was she a slave and a free person and a Civil War officer in the Army in the Civil War, she also fought for civil rights and equal rights and women's suffrage. Also at this time, you have Sojourner Truth, whose speech, Ain't I a Woman, would put her on the world stage. I say that to say, Reconstruction, not only was she Reconstruction literally was a movement to help Black people move forward, Black people helping themselves. We weren't just asking for freedom. We weren't just fighting for our freedom. We were ensuring that our freedoms and our liberties and our rights to pursue happiness were actually going to be established by us. But at this time, you also had crackers. And people tend to hear that term cracker and they think of the slave driver and the person who had the whip. But a cracker is also a redneck. And the reason why they call them a redneck is because the only place they actually got their established house was here in America. They had no land in their motherlands. They had no money. They came here, and one thing that they weren't Black. So now you have racism starting to root its ugly head, because Black people were the ones getting to work after the Civil War and after slavery. Black people were the iron workers. Black people were not laborers, but the farm workers. Black people were working and establishing colleges to become teachers and nurses and hospitals and so on and so forth. So as Black people are moving forward, you have poor white people who started saying, hey, you know what? What about me? What about what I was promised? What about what I should have? So you have the establishment of Jim Crow laws. You have the establishment of Black codes. And then you literally start removing the right to vote from some people. People want to know why people like Condoleezza Rice, how did she become Republican? Well, her father was a Republican because when he went to sign up to vote, the only person who would sign him up was a Republican. The Republicans were the party of Lincoln, but they're no longer the party of Lincoln. They're the Republicans now are the Southern Democrats who moved over from LBJ when he literally helped the Voting Rights Act get signed and said this has to happen. They all jumped ship. And here we have them today calling themselves the Tea Party and calling themselves patriots and calling themselves, what's the term? I'd rather call them insurgents, because this anger has reared its ugly head again. Instead of just allowing, people say that this isn't about white supremacy, when it all is about white supremacy. It's all about a people saying, hey, you know what? I can't get mine because you got yours. Well, we work for our position. We've done our due diligence. Now is the time for you all to do the same. So I suggest maybe, as far as sports goes, I don't like axe throwing. So I suggest you pick up a basketball or you learn how to dance or you do something that's fairly
Either you're swinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot.
Meth is not the same. I'm not. I say that to say, and I'm being facetious, but I'm not.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is, as we look at this election, and as we look at Reconstruction, as we look at the moves that Black women continuously have made, and the strides that Black women have made that have brought the human race forward and American culture forward, what I am tired of seeing Black women and people ostracized again and again. Recently, we saw a young woman who got into an altercation when she was being grabbed and scratched and taken, and she hit someone to defend herself. Now she is suspended from her job. See, this is the part where it's done, it's over. Kamala Harris is the vice president, will be the vice president, the vice president-elect. Deal with it. Joe Biden is the president-elect. Deal with it. We will no longer keep rebuilding your societies. We will build society the way we need to and ensure that everyone has a fair shot. The reason why your kids have to go to school is because people made it so. So now what you need to do is send your kids to school and tell them who people really are. Sorry, it's over. Everything that you thought was, there's no more. What we have now is to reconstruct this American dream so that everyone can have life, liberty, and be allowed to pursue happiness without any impedance. Thank you to all of those of them who have fought. Like I mentioned before, Ida B. Wells, Nanny Helen Burroughs, Septima, Harriet Tubman, countless others. Sojourner Truth, to all of them. Stacey Abrams, again, to her. Kamala Harris, again, to her. We say, Ashe. 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 Hey.
Listen, don't jump down the rabbit hole with Uncle Historian unless you got a few hours. I'm telling you, I love it. You need somebody that's gonna do the due diligence when you might not be the one to do it. But that's what I love about our guest on the show tonight, Anthony. Like I'm like fangirling or something. I don't know, but it's so much divine, feminine energy that we're about to bring to the Black think tank. These women, I've known half of this conglomerate prior to tonight. I just started getting to know the other half, but when I tell you, it's so great to just, because we haven't really seen something like this, honestly, since the Queens of Comedy. And I want to say that's probably been at least 20 years, right? Am I dating myself?
No, just about. It's just about 20 years. If it's not exactly, it might be 17, 18.
So I feel like without further ado, we 23 minutes into the show. I don't know if you want to do it, Anthony, if you want me to do it, but
so let's bring on She More Funny.
Listen, straight out of Baltimore, East and West, I think. Straight out of Baltimore, a collective of women who have decided to come together and not only bring this funny, but get this money. Black Think Tank family, we need y'all to welcome the She More Funny collective. Ray Diva, Maria Sanchez.
Hey, Baltimore, you said it.
And D-Lo is on the way.
Working.
She at work. She
working. With Black women. With me, Black women.
Gotta take care of girlfriend. D-Lo said this is a donation-based show, bitch. Amazon is paying me real dollars and cents. So I know how much I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna come to
Nah, D-Lo indict that and gotta work.
No,
Maria, we can't see your face. Sanchez, we can't see your face.
damn up,
So I don't want you to see my face. Hey, family, you such an a-hole.
Thank you so much for joining us. I don't even think people understand the impact of what it is that you all have put together, not only just in a pandemic, but just period. So we're gonna take the next 40 minutes to just dive into everything that comes with the She More Funny movement. If that's all right.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But what I want to say to the squad, hey, Haywood, hey, wifey, never met you, but love you guys. Listen, one thing that you put up that Sojourner Truth said was that I can't read a book, but I can read people. Reading people will save your life before any book. You hear me? To be able to read people is a blessing, okay? And that's what we do as comedians all the time, every time we hit the stage. So that was so profound when I saw that. I didn't even know she wrote that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can't read. Okay.
Sanchez about to start her shit.
She's already on it.
She's about to start that shit. This ain't even a platform for it, right? That's my baby.
This is definitely a platform. We are as intelligent as we are ignorant around this motherfucker. Y'all are at home. All right, y'all are at home. She More Funny.
Don't come in here being brand new. Go with it, man.
You know, I'm a think tank fan, and Haywood, I'm telling you, you help my relationship with my uncle every time. Like, I promise you, every time you get I call him and I be like, did you know? The black man was the first man that said,
So wait, let's walk it back and touch person by person. Ray Diva, you are the OG, so to speak, of the She More Funny movement. You've been in comedy the longest, I believe.
Yes,
it's kind of been your brainchild. Tell me about what made you want to put together this collective, especially of women in Baltimore, and travel like all throughout the nation. Y'all stay booked and busy, okay?
I hope you guys can hear me because I'm having a little problem with my technical. But She More Funny is actually a branch off from Be More Funny. And She More Funny just came from a place where me not seeing enough women getting work. And as the pandemic progressed, I was looking at flyers like, damn, we're going to have to do something, because it was already hard for us to get on shows prior to the pandemic. Then we taking this big setback. I'm like, we got to come out running, and we got to do it together. I've always been for women comedians, always. So when I had the idea, my first person to call was Maria. And I'm like, Maria, I want to do a female comedy group called She More Funny. And I want you to be down with me. Are you going to be in? And Maria was like, yes. And Maria just took off running. She was, telling me people to get, and so on and so forth. And we were going back and forth and discussing personalities, and because everybody can't get along. But the whole main objective of the group was, if we do this, maybe ladies in other states will do this, and maybe it will become a thing, and it won't be to every 10 men who do a show, one woman do a show. We were trying to equal the playing field, and now it just turned out we just doing our own shows, but still we're women and we're working, and hopefully we can start bringing other women onto the group or onto the platform.
That's what's up.
That's one thing that Patrice and I were discussing earlier when you said that you noticed that women weren't being booked. Now, listen here. Anybody who is on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, knows that I am a champion for the female comedian, especially the Black female comedian. It unnerves me when I am on a show of all men. Why? I mean, it's
sausage party. It's
a sausage party.
Contrary to popular belief, I'm not into sausage parties. No. But there is a balance of testosterone and estrogen that has to take place on a show for it to be complete. Like, all testosterone on a show is crazy. You need that balance. I cannot stand to be on a show with no women. It makes no sense to me. And also, how does that even make sense? Like, and how do y'all combat that? Like, how do you combat it?
Well, basically, Anthony, when I do non-gender based comedy.
I can't with that black screen. Oh my God.
Maria, you ain't gonna cam up for us. Seriously. I saw you.
Right. No. I do.
Her screen not black. That's smoke. That's smoke. Her screen's not black. That's smoke that's clouding the picture. Okay?
It's just Anthony made it the main screen and it just had me dying. I can't.
No, but go ahead, Maria. Because I know you're
sorry, Maria. Go ahead.
You was about to drop your
Everybody get to talk except for Maria.
Talk your talk, Maria. Talk.
I got your black screen. I got your screen on large, even though it's black.
Maria, she pregnant. What my?
Thank you.
Oh my Lisa. Listen, she got a warrant out. I know Baltimore. I know she got a warrant out.
Real life.
No, but I used to encounter that all the time, Anthony. Like, no matter where I went, I was like, they would use me to like kind of borderline the show. Like, we got a female, but it's Maria. And then I learned this, like, not make my comedy so gender based. As far as I'm not talking about women stuff, I'm not talking about men stuff. Mm-hmm. So I kind of balance it out. But I see it a lot, and it's crazy because most of the audiences are 75% female.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you have a female in the lineup?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's wild. It's like the audacity, like, y'all gonna talk at women to women. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that you're going to see at a comedy show where a group of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes then came together to see comedy. No, women come as a collective, or they come with their dates, or it's a date night thing. So it's wild to me that you feel like that you don't want to have no voice of a woman to speak to women. Like, you just want to talk at women for an hour and a half. Y'all wild as shit out here.
Right. You know, one of my favorite comedians is his name fell on my head. Cat Williams, because he always has Linnell or Leslie Jones with him.
Oh yeah, he
abusive. Yeah, he always has women, and he has good. I'm done. And none of the women on the show actually, I feel like, talk about women's issues. They just talk about what's funny, and that's always great to hear from comedians, whether it's men or women. I don't know about men shit all the time. I don't sit around with men, and then some women stuff I don't always feel. So it's always great to hear, comedy about just what's going on in general. So,
so I have
one thing about She More Funny, the women in the group are all very ambitious women. All the women are funny. All of us are on our grind. We're hungry. We all want something more out of stand-up comedy. So that's another reason why we all work together, because we all see an idea. And it's not a false narrative that we are looking for as far as instant riches or overnight fame or overnight success. And a lot of people who get into stand-up comedy now, that's what they think they're going to obtain. Like, it's going to happen in a year or in 2 years. They're going to be like, Samore or Monique. And it just does. It takes a lot of hard work and determination and perseverance to actually even make a name for yourself. Hey, wouldn't know how long I've been out here. Now, you already know. So it's not about, and I mean, it's not about, okay, well, are you funny? Are you this or not? No, it takes time. And in taking time, you're grooming yourself to be a headliner.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I want to know, what's the greatest reward on the road being a collective of women? And who is the worst driver? Who you not gonna go to sleep in the car with when they behind you?
Could I please have this?
Go ahead, Sanchez.
Say yourself. Say yourself. Nominate yourself.
Okay. Ray is the driver.
Okay.
Ray is a good driver.
I can see that.
Ray will drive from Baltimore to Atlanta, but she will make 34 stops. Every Starbucks, every donut specialty. Woo-woo don't drive. Woo-woo don't drive at all.
I don't like to drive. I don't personally.
No, Woo-woo can drive.
Who said I'm gonna sit pretty, bitch? I'm sitting pretty over here all 12 hours. I don't care where we go.
No, Woo-woo can drive.
I'm a great co-pilot.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so Woo-woo, you'll stay up. You'll stay up with the driver.
I will stay
That's,
up. With
I can appreciate it. I can appreciate a passenger that will stay up.
Yeah.
Lies.
So what's the greatest reward about being on the road with, all women? What's the greatest, reward to it? Like, what is it that's like, I'm just so glad y'all bitches is here with me? Like, what makes you feel that way?
That we all come from Baltimore, where they say that a lot of people, we come from a city where it's crabs, a city of crabs in a barrel.
Well, listen, there's a lot of Old Bay in the air. It is, but
yeah. But and then we all come from similar black backgrounds, but we all got that same background story. You know what I'm saying? The relationships with our mothers, like real personal stuff. Like if they tell my business, I'm gonna kill them.
Right. It takes a lot of trust, and communication, I'm sure, but it takes a lot of trust, and you allowing yourself to be vulnerable with other women in order to be in this space with each other. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying, for days at a time, hours at a time, whatever. Like you really got to be your authentic self. I'm assuming. Like I think that's
a lot.
Because not
D-Lo cry all the time.
D-Lo is not.
Are you serious? D-Lo is the
D-Lo will cuss her ass out.
That's crazy because I have at the Northwest Black Comedy Festival, me and D-Lo in Portland, we were roommates. Like D-Lo was the easiest. It was like sharing a room with a dude. Like it was so cute.
D-Lo get you towels, clean towels. Them we stayed in Atlanta. We all had the same wash rack and towel the whole time. D-Lo wasn't there.
I would go on the road with D-Lo any day. Like she was just so easy to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just freaking easy. She's such a gentleman.
Take a long time to
get out here. D-Lo is such a handsome gentleman.
She's easy, Patrice. She easy until she gets some of that Tito's up in her and then try and drive, and then that's when the problem comes in.
I have a question about y'all synergy, because knowing comedians the way we do, male or female, we as comedians are the kid. We are the star, right? It's about us. You guys all work either headliners or becoming headliners. All of y'all are well on your way. So my question is, with the synergy, how are you guys coming together to put on a show that is for the people? Because it's not about any one of you; it's about all of you.
Right. That's kind of what I was going to ask. Hey, well, like, do you all take turns being the host? Do everybody have a specific position? Like, I'm the headliner of this, whether we in Atlanta or, Calabasas. Like, so, yeah. I want to know. That was one of my questions.
Ray made up that we go by seniority.
I respect that. That makes sense to me. Like, I don't know. That makes sense to me.
Okay, but also
no, we like it that way though.
I do.
Well, because with women, you gotta have certain guidelines to cut down on cattiness and jealousy and envy. So the way it was set up was that we were going to go in seniority of who came into comedy first. Now, mind you, that don't mean that sometimes that person is the funniest, but we kept it that way so that it wouldn't be a whole bunch of problems about I want to close, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah, and I do think we have a great host, which is D-Lo, who she's not really that comfortable hosting. So
Really?
we take turns. Yeah, and she's such an awesome bomb host. Like it bothers me that she's not that comfortable hosting. But you never know. Like in 2 years, you know, Woo will be headlining, or a year she'll be headlining. Like I don't know if it's an order in the future, but right now we do it where as though it's just easy breezy. Everybody know their role. Everybody can accept where they came in at and keep it moving. And I think everybody's pretty much happy besides me, because guess what? I'm going behind 3 fiery ass comedians. And so at the end of the day.
Listen, every night. I know they make your job hard every night.
Every night.
She tell us to. She tell us to. She tell us
to do what we do, and that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm usually the person that open up the show because I am the youngin in the game. Like, I am the newest comedian, but I have no problem with it. Like, I'll come through, like, I'm a bust through the door. So if y'all gotta come and bring that same energy, I'm gonna start this energy off hot. We gotta get going.
Iron sharpens iron. So iron sharpens iron. So that's how it's supposed to be. I hate the idea of, and I know that you all can attest to it, especially Jay can attest to the fact that there are people in comedy that will not book you or not let you be a part of their situation because you're too funny. Rather than, you know what I'm saying, rather than allowing themselves to raise the bar, you know what I'm saying, like to
hold up, Patrice. Let me correct you on that. Let me tell you about that, because I was too funny.
Go ahead, Tommy.
I was too funny, and I never got booked. But then I had to look at my attitude, my professionalism, cussing people out. And then I had to think to myself, it's not that they hating on you. You cussing the wrong people out.
Well, Maria.
Say it again, Haywood. Say it again. Well, Maria.
So I love the things. I feel like these are in order because, Woo, I think you're an amazing opener, and I'm glad that you are excited about it, because I used to, like, when I first, people love to put me first, like they love it because of the energy that I bring, and I love that I set the tone for the show, and I think that's amazing that you're in that position, because your energy, I would love at any point to have you open a show, because that's going to carry the energy through the show, and that you're good at that.
I love going. Listen, I love going first and early, because then I can get drunk as I want to the rest of the night. I can just get in my seat. I hate when I got a feature on close.
Well, you guys,
I know she can't get too drunk, because sometimes we back-to-back shows. Sometimes we gotta hit this room and go to another.
That's true. That's true.
Who don't play?
Well, you guys know I'm not a comedian, but I've, watched and I've seen.
She's a lunatic, yo. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, but when you guys were talking about the cattiness and stuff, I've seen Haywood go in, and I mean, he's been doing it forever. I remember when he was doing it in clubs up in at the University of Maryland with like 2 or 3 people in the audience. So in terms of other comedians in cattiness, to be totally honest with you, I've seen mostly men on the comedy set until recently in these last 2 or 3 years. And most of the cattiness, I find it comes from men.
Absolutely.
I kind of feel like they set the tone for setting stuff up between even women, other comedians, where they want to bite each other's heads off. And really, it's not at all the females who are doing this. It's the attitude that I can see women getting after a while. Okay, I'm tired of coming to the same cat getting the same attitude in the way that this person
Yeah.
kind of pits everybody against each other. So
Yes.
to say that women are catty, I think you guys are cutting yourselves short. I think really the problem is the men.
Period. Thank you.
Period. They want to
Thank
screw
you.
everybody. They want to be the funniest man on stage. They got the biggest dick. Everyone knows their name.
Hold on. Let's reset the room real quick. Anthony, I feel like this is a Woo is. Listen, look at her face. I think this is a perfect moment to do what we be doing.
So you know what time it is. Oh, it's not that time. It's this time.
Welcome to 3 Black Minutes, where comedians have 3 black minutes to talk about tonight's subjects. Comedians have 3 black minutes to be funny, or we have 3 black minutes to roast them. She more funny. 3 black minutes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get it off your chest, whoa.
Now, y'all done got. What's the subject?
Whatever you feeling right now, Ladybug. Whatever you feeling. It felt like you had something to say when Tracy was talking. If you could have saw what we saw on this side, you was ready. But now you're not so much. It don't seem like.
The new iPhone 12.
See, this is not what we do over on Moravia now. We don't do this.
She got a new iPhone 12.
Who ain't getting money? Maria Sanchez, how you feeling? We gonna bring Woo Woo back, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm good. My Android is lovely. What's up, Mike?
No,
Android, the Android cool. Anyway, I got 3 minutes of talking about me, and I like to stay single, and I do things to keep myself single. I try to, when I meet somebody new, I want to not be, you know how you not take showers, you take showers and all. I don't do all that. I don't do that. I want to know how dirty you can take it. I want to know how dirty you can take it. Can you take it dirty after work? Can you take it after a workout? Can you take it at the church? Can you take it after I done fucked a nigga named Kurt? Can you do that? And I'm glad that we got a black vice woman president. I can't believe it. People mad now because she got a white husband. But how could Kamala Harris have a black husband? She couldn't be vice president with a black husband. Did you imagine that? Him calling her, telling her, where the fuck you going at? Who the fuck is Biden? How the fuck you gonna run this country and you can't give a nigga some head every night?
Oh, Maria
Sanchez.
Excuse me. I like to speak to my wife. KK.
She's a lunatic. Y'all don't understand.
Cam. What's good?
Marla, stop playing. You know Marla.
Anthony with a horns at, like, I can't do it. Yo, listen, Sanchez is a lunatic. Like, if you don't, like, she is the sweetest, most beautiful person you could ever meet. But Maria Sanchez is a fucking lunatic. I'm sorry. We gotta call a thing a thing on the Black Think Tank. I watched this lady earlier. Oh my God. She dropped a whole fucking pan of grease.
Girl, I was done. You hear me?
But the black
that was my last piece of card.
But the black and mild she had in her mouth never even ashed. Like I have never seen no.
Never touched nothing.
She keep it black.
Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
She keep it black.
Patrice,
No,
I felt so bad. I DM Patrice. I was like, bitch, she dropped the shit. I was so done.
but really, when you said she dropped it, I was thinking she dropped that ash in the
Hell no, she dropped that shit.
my fucking anxiety. Maria Sanchez talks like that uncle that fixes your car with a fucking black and mild in their mouth, and the ash is like 8 inches long, but it won't fall. And you like, yo, this shit is bad. You know what? I ain't about to do this with She More Funny. I'm not doing this shit with y'all tonight.
No, that's
Woo.
I'm back, and I don't know what was going on. So what happened was I went from Verizon to T-Mobile. I got me a new phone.
That's like going from first class to coach, bitch. I know. I don't even drop the F-bomb on here.
I went from Android to iPhone, but from Verizon to T-Mobile. That was the problem.
Yeah.
That's where
You went up and down at the same time.
Yup.
Like Bitcoin.
I went up and down at the same time, so I'm even. Like I did nothing. What did I do? I did nothing. So
Yo.
Anthony,
3 minutes,
do it one more time. Do it one more time. We will hit her with the goddamn.
Welcome to 3 Black Minutes, where comedians have 3 black minutes to talk about tonight's subjects. Comedians have 3 black minutes to be funny, or we have 3 black minutes to roast them. She more funny. 3 black minutes.
okay. Am I good again? Did I mess up?
You're good, girl.
This is too much. Okay, so look. So we talking about what? Men in comedy?
Women
in comedy. And the ass. No, this is my thing. Like totally everything Tracy was saying. The men are straight bands is what I call them. You know what a band is? A bitch ass. That's what they are. And I promise you, it's so many of them. And like, I am a person who can get along with everybody. I get along with anybody. I work with everybody. You know, I really do. But the thing is, the ego in it, like, it's just too much for me. I can't deal with it or whatever. So what I do, I come in and I play my part and I play my position. What I'm going to do is, your girlfriend going to love me. So that's what I do is I make all them guys, all of the women that they want and all the women that they want to go together with, I make them love me. So you don't have a choice. I'm haunting you in your dreams. The girlfriend is like, where woo-woo at? Put woo-woo on.
Yeah.
Woo-woo some work. That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
I wait for their girlfriends on the stage, okay? And their girlfriends is the one that's in their ear telling them, oh, you better respect woo-woo. You better put woo-woo on. You better do this or whatever. That's what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the women is on my side. You know, I don't got time for it. But the guys, I'm telling you, they bands, they straight bands. They are a lot of them, not all of them. I will say it's a lot of men that I respect, that's respectable, and that treat us good. So I don't want to put it in a box to say that they're all like that, because they're not all like that. But it is a very collective few from Baltimore that are like that. I can't all the way deal with it or whatever. But like I said, I work with anybody. I'm going to get this work no matter what. I'm on the grind right now. So
I had a
that's
situation.
my thing, especially with the most misogynistic men. They have a huge female base, and they have a lot of females that come to their show. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make all them women that love you love me.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
a prophetic word from Woo Woo the comedian.
Amen, Pastor. Amen, Pastor.
Now, I had a situation the other day.
You did, and you put it on. You put it on the
Y'all want
internet.
to talk about it? I mean, we might go over time a little bit, but I got time.
Yeah. Somebody.
So you might as well.
Somebody told me, they was like, yo, I pay my headliners $200. So they called me talking about I got $100 or $150 for you to headline my show. But you only gotta do like 20 minutes.
It don't matter.
So I'm like, all right, you got the 150? No. Well, no, I can't do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called me back, apologized, and gave me $100 for less, for 5 to 10 minutes.
So do you all feel like there's a pay gap when it comes to asking someone what their budget is? Do you feel like as Black women in comedy, as Black queens in comedy, let me say that, because that's how I view you all and see you all. As Black queens in comedy, do you all feel like you get lowballed? Do you feel like there's a wage gap? Like people offer you a different amount than what they would have offered your male counterpart?
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Most definitely. They room barter. So it's like I book you book me.
But I don't even think it has anything to do with room bartering. I just think that women are less valuable to men and people who are producing shows. I've been in comedy long enough to know that automatically they're going to offer you less as a woman. And that even comes to the bigger headliners like Samore, like Monique. They're getting offered less than their counterparts of equal time and of equal stature. They're going to offer you less. It's up to you. Yes, and it's up to you whether you're going to set the standard and say, no, I'm not going to take this, or yes, I'm going to take this, but you're going to be offered less. They're going to come to you, period, with less money.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's so sobering.
And white women got something up their sleeve too.
Maria Sanchez, that's a whole nother show. That's
a whole nother show.
No, because they talk about feminism
at 56 minutes and 57 seconds in on the Black Think Tank. That's a whole.
But no, they're quick to jump on the side of these males are monogamous males. But
we're talking about a business that is predominantly, and up until maybe 2 years ago, is predominantly ran by men. This business is predominantly, and they work together. So I've had to actually have somebody to go get my money for me. Because they feel like they can just do that. They can pay you less, or they cannot pay you. They can play these games. Oh my God, I got you next time type of shit. No, fuck that. Give me my money now, like you gave him his money and like you gave him his money. Those games go on all the time with women in comedy. And so we have to position ourselves to not even get put in that position. As for our shit up front, give me a deposit. You know, we got to do things to protect ourselves because we do get taken advantage of.
Right. I don't have nothing to do with your budget, sir. My price is my price.
Right.
But you should have had that figured out. Aretha Franklin, she wouldn't perform until she got paid first in cash, and then she would go and perform. So I believe y'all need to set it up however. So
I love that Ma Rainey. I ain't mean to cut you off, Haywood, but that's why I love that movie with Viola Davis about Ma Rainey, even though it was more so about race, but it still, at the same token, was very much not only about race, but also about the gender, gender equality. They thought they could play with that lady because she was a Black woman.
Right.
No, bitch, get me a Coca-Cola, a Coke.
Right.
But Patrice, think of the fine line that we have to walk as women in comedy. What people don't know, excuse me, I mean niggas, is that even as a woman, I have men that love me. I have family that love me. You don't even want me to bring them into the realm of they gotta come and get my money from you and get effed up because I'm from Baltimore and that's how we roll. Like we gotta play our position all around so that
It's
we
a
can
whole
still work.
tightrope, Diva. It's
Right.
a whole tightrope we gotta walk. You're
Yeah.
so
A
right.
whole tightrope.
I guess my question, anything that it's the micro and the macro, anything that is happening in life is highlighted when you get into realms like this, right? So how do you guys walk that tightrope where you already know you're going to be ostracized, and if you do say something, you're going to be looked at as an angry black woman, and so on? How do you address that through your comedy and afterwards in your business without losing yourself in the process?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. She more funny. Sound off. Ray Diva. Can you go first, please, Queen? Because you got the longest.
So Haywood just, I mean, some of his stuff really went out while he was talking. So just briefly, what was the question again, Haywood? Because you went out when you was talking.
Okay. How do you deal with it professionally? So you have to deal with it, and it comes out in your comedy, but then you have to go back into it and be in the business mind. So how do you deal with walking that tightrope without losing your natural mind?
Well, you know, it is what it is. And you know, this is one of the dirtiest businesses. People think rap is dirty. People think stand-up comedy is one of the dirtiest gangsters businesses you ever want to be in. So you always got to reinvent yourself, and you got to just separate this business from your family life, and you have to take what you've learned in your regular life and put it to comedy and try and make money for you, because ultimately all comedians want to be able to support themselves doing stand-up, because that's what we love to do, and that's our passion and our gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woo woo. Same.
So for me, the thing is, in my regular 9-to-5 job, I do customer service basically. So I look at the comedy game as a job, and I do customer service. And in customer service, you have to be able to work with your other counterparts that you work with. You have to be work with your manager.
Your friends and your arch nemesis. Say it, woo woo. Your friends and your arch nemesis.
You gotta work. You have to be able to work with them. So I literally use customer service when it comes to working. But even in customer service, like even sometimes with me, I do IT work, and when I have to troubleshoot stuff, and I know sometimes that it's their dumbass that's messing up, I have to explain it to them in a way that's cordial, but still like, you dumb as shit. So I literally carry it like that when it comes to comedy. I literally carry it with a customer service mindset when it comes to comedy and when it comes to dealing with people and their stuff or whatever. And even if it's a situation where I have to pull away and I have to, because sometimes I have to show people. I've been in situations where I was constantly going to somebody's show and doing a guest spot and performing for free, and I knew that I was killing it. I knew that their audience loved me, but they would never book me for a show. So I had to pull away, and I had to stop doing that for a while in order for them to come back and realize, oh, now I got to book you. Now I got to pay you,
right?
And appreciate it, which is something that I've been deserved. You know, definitely for me, I would say in the aspect of how I control it is customer service. I keep a customer service mindset when I deal with comedy, because at the end of the day, yes, it's something that I enjoy. Yes, it's something that's leisure, but it's also a job. It's a business.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Sanchez, you up.
Sanchez, now we don't see you now. Where you at now?
Okay. Well,
Like the black and mild.
Sanchez was somewhere picking up cod off the floor. Listen. What?
She heard that. She hears everything.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with. Y'all see what I gotta deal with.
People don't hear none of the nice shit you say. It's not until you throw some shade their way when they perk up and start paying the fucking ticket.
Let me tell you, I saw Maria one night and I was like, that's Maria? I was like, damn. And she was like, you talking shit? I was like, wait a minute. I said, you talking shit? What you mean? I don't look good? I was like,
we are, yo.
He's so aggressive.
I was like, oh my God. I love you. Well, for me to y'all, I do appreciate Ray. I always appreciate the nuggets that you have dropped on me and allow me to work with you and open up for you and do what we've done together. Woo, I appreciate all the work we have done and are going to do. Maria, I just thank you for being you. And D-Lo has opened. I had to follow D-Lo, and I had to open for D-Lo.
Yeah.
Both are hard. Both are hard. So what I love is looking at this comedy collective and just watching this energy and you folks who are really building something. And I want to see you guys take it to the next level. So we're gonna do our part to make sure y'all get it to the next level. And thank you for being on coming on and talking about all the stuff that y'all have to deal with, because it is. I've seen it in the face, and I'm like, wow, that is terrible. And we used to try to do something different. We talk about shows that we do and produce. We used to do something different where I never advocated for saying, okay, women only shows. I just like put who's funny in there. And it was always women in there. I remember Woo Woo coming through, just breaking open Draft House Comedy Theater and breaking open Attack of the Comics and like, yeah, that's what we need. So I mean, just the way y'all carry it, like, you know what, this ain't nothing.
I tell you, one thing about it, I ain't even going to be afraid to sit here and signify. Woo Woo is one of those people, like, it's beyond comedy with me and Woo Woo. I don't care if me and her never ever tell another joke in our life. Right. That lady got a special place in my daggone heart. Like, we got something that is into the ether. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is some soul shit that we on. But I want to make sure before we get out of here, we're going to bring Maria back in, but I want to make sure while we still have our people on here that they know Saturday, this Saturday, Sully's Comedy Cellar, the 16th. Tickets right now. You better get them. I'm telling you, you know it's going to sell out. You already know it's going to sell out. Let me tell you.
I think we got 20 left.
It's only
20 tickets left.
Okay, so
well, listen, the Black. Go ahead, tell him, Anthony.
So we're going to purchase someone a ticket. The Black Think Tank is gonna buy a ticket for the show on Saturday. No. And this is how you're gonna win it. The first person to go to the Black Think Tank messenger box and leave all the names of the Queens of Comedy will win the ticket. Right now, if you go to our Facebook page, send a message and list all the names of the Queens of Comedy, you will receive a free ticket purchased by the Black Think Tank for Saturday, January the 16th, for She More Funny at Solly's.
Maria, don't you go in that. Don't you answer them questions.
I was gonna say, Jerry is the headliner. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, we're definitely making sure you get to go see all of this beautiful melanin, feminine, divine energy. And I mean, it's an open book test. I mean, you can literally go to Google right now if you don't already know. I don't know why you don't already know, but if you don't already know, you can Google right now, send it to the Black Think Tank. We got you in the building. Me and Anthony will be there. We'll be there.
Like Patrice said, that was 20 years ago that Queens of Comedy was actually released. So that is something you should know. Queens of Comedy.
Well, we actually started She More Funny the day that the Queens of Comedy was released.
Oh, for real?
Really?
No.
You see how I'm lying.
I'm lying.
Get off my damn line.
Wait a minute.
Don't listen to her.
She's like, really? She's like, I'm lying.
I was trying to roll with her. But Lord.
Y'all know y'all never believe me anyway. Y'all showing off for the people.
We'll never believe it.
I don't know how y'all doing shit more funny. I just don't know how y'all do it.
I'm telling you, it's a good time. It's fun. Like, at the end of the day, it's really a sisterhood. We really love each other. We really care about each other. And even if we have our disagreements or whatever, which anybody has, at the end of the day, we love each other, we care about each other, and we believe in each other and what everybody can bring to the group. Everybody has a different dynamic. We are totally different people, and we all bring something good to this group, and it's just like, it's dope. I love it.
You can see it. You can feel the chemistry.
You feel it. You
Yeah.
absolutely
Feel the chemistry.
And that's any authentic relationship. Any authentic relationship is going to have its ebbs and its flows. I don't even trust a motherfucker that I ain't never had a disagreement with. I don't trust that kind of shit personally. But
I'm with you, Patrice.
But listen,
a picture too.
I hate that this has to end. We got to get ready to get out of here. But I do want you all to, if y'all want to do it in order of seniority, D-Lo, we got something for your ass. I hope you see this.
Oh, my bad.
We got something for your ass, D-Lo. But besides that, can y'all let the people know where they can find you? Where they
I forgot somebody was in my house. I'm sorry.
So do we. We got you. So do we.
This girl is crazy. I'm telling you.
Something really wrong with it though.
She's a lunatic.
Okay, so I guess I would be first. So you can follow me on Instagram. It's Woo the Comedian, WOOWOO_ the comedian, and also on Facebook I got Woo the Comedian page. So, and also make sure you follow our collective page, She More Funny.
More funny.
Woo, woo,
All right,
yes. And me, just follow me at Ray Diva 1 on Instagram, please, y'all, because I'm really trying to get this social media stuff together.
Like, please and thank you.
Just please and thank you.
She look better when she more funny stuff.
This bitch told me all my pictures was ugly the other day. I fucking hate this. I cannot stand this.
We was together the other day. And
She said all of them ugly. Just take them all down.
You can delete all of your pictures.
Take them all down. You all right, Ray? You all right?
All down.
Maria Sanchez.
That's what we gonna do, Ray. Me and you both.
Maria,
Right, because Sanchez, now you know.
I don't care. I be having coal in my eye.
Stuff right here on the side of the lip. Come on now.
No bra.
That boosting foam that be over here. Not that. Maria Sanchez, tell these people where they can find your crazy ass besides Arkham Asylum.
I'm on Instagram, LOL Maria Sanchez, Facebook Maria Sanchez. And Sundays, you can catch me at First Charity Baptist
Church.
Amen. Let the people say.
Hey, yo, I heard that.
My pastor told me stop shouting his church out.
No, I heard your ass be in church every Sunday.
Sanchez be in church every Sunday. Like,
I love it.
every Sunday. Don't play with her.
Legitimately.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know where my co-host is at the moment, but I just want to just again thank you to She More Funny for taking time to like hop on here with us. We truly enjoyed you.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you,
Anthony, man. Where Anthony going?
We appreciate
Anthony,
y'all so
we
much.
appreciate you too.
Love you.
There you go, Anthony. You gonna take us out? Hey, the squad, y'all want say we can't back on?
You on mute, man. You on mute.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you, Patrice, Anthony,
Oh,
Haywood, his wife.
Patrice.
No, it is
Patrice.
y'all. It is
Hey,
my
Patrice.
pleasure.
Yeah, Diva.
The next time you do a live in your underwear, we need you to stand up. Okay?
Oh, God.
We need you to stand up. We want to see what. We need you to stand up.
Please and thank you.
We just want you to stand up.
I'm naked.
I said she ain't stand up. It wasn't first shit.
I don't even be realizing how I'm naked so much in life that I just like, oh God. Okay, yeah. OnlyFans. Follow me on OnlyFans. Rich bitch pussy only come for a check.
Let me name already taken.
Go ahead for it.
Because
Only that name is already taken.
Anthony said it's taken.
Before we get out of here, people, I just want to remind you. So we were going to be at the Arlington Draft House on the 7th, but that's Super Bowl weekend. So we are not even trying to deal with all of that. So we are going to be there on the 28th of February. We're rounding out Black History Month. We're talking all things Black, Black Majesty, Black is King, Blackity, Black, Black, Black at the Arlington Draft House on February the 28th. So make sure that y'all stay tuned for that. I appreciate all y'all beautiful Black women for being on this show. Even I'm talking about the women that are on this show. Patrice and Tracy, Wu, Maria, Ray, I love all of y'all. I appreciate y'all's energy. Patrice?
All our people. Oh no, I was just saying all our people in the comments, our executive producer, Marcus Keith Allen. We just been having so much fun. We ain't get to do all the administrative stuff, but we love y'all and we thank y'all for rocking out with us on every every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time without fail. Some of y'all in here without fail.
Sometimes you can't turn the hood off, okay? I see you though. You try to be professional. I see you though.
We're professionally hood. How about that? Can we be that?
You can be that. Look at this. Look at Sanchez. Look at her. Look at this one.
Okay, she acting like she's signing. She crazy.
Looking for
the winner in the inbox. Get your ticket.
Yeah, my phone over there now, but I'll definitely check it. And once I see who it is, I will post the winner on the Black Think Tank page on Facebook. Again, you must include all the queens of comedy in the Facebook Messenger of our page, Black Think Tank, in order to win the ticket this weekend to see She More Funny and Darren Fleet. Yes, I cannot wait. We will be there with bells on. Did we already say where everybody was going to be and all of that?
We'll do it next week. I don't even care. I don't even care where I'm going to be at. Just be at Saturday with She More Funny. How about that?
Hey.
I'll take a little bit of that. On Sunday, I'll be it's a makeup party with the DC Improv online show. Sunday, what is that? The 17th? 117.
Yep, that's the day of the protest.
And then it's 121 after the inauguration with Improbable Comedy. So follow me at Woody Seed on Instagram, and you'll find information for those shows.
Those shows gonna be lit. Tracy, your cookies are delicious, and they knock me out. I love it.
That's too much information.
Oh.
Look, I took my bra off now. Wrap this shit up now.
What kind of cookie? What kind of cookie?
What you know about the cookie?
I'll be in DC the 23rd.
Doing what?
Looking for cookies.
Look at the cookie crumbs.
Look,
no, we got a show. Me and Ray got a show with Rita Hollis the 23rd.
Oh hell yeah!
What's the venue?
Huh?
What's the venue? What venue?
Ray know it.
Ray, if you don't put on this damn theme song so I can turn this camera off, I know something.
Right. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Most certainly.
Love y'all.
Okay, it's time to bed.
Providers of